Welcome to a World Cup brief semi-final special. France against Spain for a place in the final. The tournament's most feared attack against its meanest defence. Today, everything you need before kickoff. The form, the stars, the stats, and the storylines.
Clutch the moment. Clutch brief.
First, the stage. Two of Europe's giants, one place in the final. This is the one everyone circled. France against Spain in the World Cup semi-final. On one side, the team that has blown everyone away. On the other, the side that simply refuses to lose. It is, on paper, the tie of the tournament. The numbers set the scene. France have scored 16 goals on their run. Spain have conceded just one in the entire tournament. The most prolific attack in the world against the most miserly defence. Something has to give. And they have history. The last time these two met at a major tournament, the Euro 2024 semi-final, Spain won 2-1 with a 16-year-old Lamine Yamal scoring one of the goals of the tournament. He has not forgotten. And Yamal, never short of belief, has already thrown down the gauntlet. If France should fear anyone, he said, it's us. And consider this, neither of these teams has lost a single game. France, 6 wins from 6. Spain, unbeaten in their 6. Something and someone has to fall here. Next, the favourites. Why France terrify everyone. France arrive in the semi-finals as many people's favourites, and it's easy to see why. 6 games, 6 wins. 16 goals scored. They have not just won, they have dismantled teams with an attack that can hurt you in a dozen different ways. Look at the path. 3 group wins, scoring 3, 3 and 4. Then Sweden brushed aside 3-0, Paraguay edged 1-0 and Morocco beaten 2-0 in the quarters. Deschamps' side have made the hardest tournament in the world look almost routine. The forward line is frightening. Kylian Mbappé, the Ballon d'Or holder, Ousmane Dembele, Michael Olise, Désiré Doué, Bradley Barcola in reserve. Didier Deschamps has a different match winner every night, and defences simply cannot cover them all. And it isn't just the attack. For all the old questions about their back line, France have conceded only twice in 6 games. This is a complete team, and they know it. One more thing in their favour. France were the very first team to book their place in the last 4, which means extra days of rest and all the momentum heading into this one. And spare a thought for the coach. Didier Deschamps won the World Cup in 2018, lost the final on penalties in 2022, and now stands on the brink of a 3rd straight World Cup final. Almost no one has ever done that. Then the talisman. All eyes on Kylian Mbappé. At the heart of it all is Kylian Mbappé. The France captain arrives at this semi-final leading the race for the Golden Boot, level at the top of the scoring charts and locked in the individual duel that has defined this World Cup against Lionel Messi. 8 goals so far, level with Messi, the two superstars trading blows round by round. If France and Argentina both go through, the pair could yet settle it in the final itself. There was a scare in the last round. Mbappé limped off against Morocco with an ankle knock, and Deschamps admitted the worry. But the news is good. He's back in training, fit and firing, and expected to start. Even the best have off moments. Against Morocco, Mbappé actually had a penalty saved by Yassine Bounou before making amends with a goal after the hour. Against Spain, he'll need to be ruthless from the very start. And there are records in his sights. Already France's all-time leading scorer, Mbappé, is closing in on the very top of the World Cup charts, one of the great goal scorers of his generation at the peak of his powers. There is a lovely subplot too. Mbappé and Messi were teammates at Paris Saint-Germain not so long ago. Now they are rivals for the Golden Boot, and their duel, goal for goal, has been one of the great stories of this World Cup. Now the other side, Spain and the art of not losing. If France are the irresistible force, Spain are the immovable object. Luis de la Fuente's side have not been beaten, and their defensive record is simply remarkable. 1 goal conceded in the entire tournament. They don't dazzle every week, they just win. 1 goal against in 6 matches. 5 clean sheets. The only time they were breached came in the quarter-final when Charles de Ketelaere struck for Belgium. Otherwise, this defence has been a fortress. And this is no fluke. Spain are the reigning European champions, and they're chasing something rare, holding the World Cup and the Euros at the same time. Only 3 sides have ever managed it, and Spain could become the 4th. Their manager, Luis de la Fuente, has built something durable. 35 games unbeaten, and just 3 defeats in total since he took charge back in January 2023. He builds teams, they say, through people as much as tactics. The run hasn't always been pretty. It began with a goalless draw against Cape Verde, and they've edged Uruguay, Portugal and Belgium by the finest of margins. But winning ugly is its own kind of superpower. This is a golden generation in the making. World champions back in 2010, European champions again in 2024, and now built around a young, Barcelona-led core that could dominate for years to come. And Spain have match winners of their own. For all their defensive steel, Spain carry a spark, and his name is Lamine Yamal. Still just 18, the Barcelona winger has scored only once at this World Cup, but his creativity and fearlessness have run through everything Spain do. They call him the mini Messi. His dribbling literally forced Portugal's Nuno Mendes off injured in the last 16. And of course, it was Yamal who scored that stunner against France at the Euros. He does not do fear. Then there's the man for the big moments, Merino. He scored the 91st minute winner that knocked out Portugal and the 88th minute winner against Belgium. When Spain needs someone to step up, he keeps answering. And around them, a midfield to trust. Pedri's reliability, Gavi's drive, Rodri anchoring it all. A homegrown core that has grown up together within the federation and knows exactly how Spain want to play. And Yamal, as ever, isn't hiding. "I think I'm going to win the World Cup," he said, "and France are not better than us." Bold words, now he has to back them up. And it isn't just Yamal. At the back, 18-year-old Pau Cubarsí has defended with a composure well beyond his years. For Spain, the future isn't coming. It is already here. So how is this decided? Force against fortress? It comes down to a simple, thrilling question. Can France's attack break down the one defense that has barely been breached? Or will Spain's control and their fortress at the back finally frustrate the tournament's most dangerous team? The headline duel is obvious. Mbappe and France's runners against a Spanish backline that has conceded once all tournament. Spain's fullbacks will have to be perfect against that pace, because one lapse could be all France need. But it may be won in midfield. Rodri, Pedri and Gavi against Tchouaméni and the French engine. Whoever controls the ball controls the tempo, and Spain will want to keep it away from France's dangermen for as long as they can. And then there are the X-factors. Yamal's magic against France's centre-backs, Merino lurking for yet another late winner, and 2 fearless young talents, Yamal and Doué, who thrive on nights exactly like this. In the end, it may come down to fine margins. Both teams have leaned on late goals to get here, neither has really been outplayed, and a tie this even could hinge on a single moment of brilliance or a single mistake. One last thing. Both benches can swing it. Spain have Merino, the ultimate finisher, in reserve. France can throw on Barcola and more. In a tie this tight, the players who finish it may matter as much as those who start. And finally, what to watch for? So who wins? Honestly, it's too close to call. France have the firepower and the form. Spain have the defense, the belief and the winning habit. If France score first, it could open up. If Spain do, they may just strangle the game. Force against fortress, and it is beautifully poised. Keep your eyes on that first goal because it could shape everything, and on the 2 teenagers determined to steal the show. That's your semi-final preview. We'll be back before the other semi-final, England against Argentina, Bellingham against Messi, with a full preview of that one too. So hit subscribe and enjoy the Final Four.